What's up, everyone? It's Teddy, aka James Kazao on MTGO. I'm here for another donation bonus league. This week we're doing something pretty interesting. This request comes from Patreon subscriber Evo Pride, and their request was to force GRIXIS control in the Vintage Cube. So while the Vintage Cube is up right now, I've been playing a fair amount whenever I have a chance. I don't have a ton of time to play these days, as I think I've mentioned in the main series for the channel, but anytime I do, I love to play Vintage Cube. You can see I've gotten a trophy, so I think I've been doing pretty good. So yeah, their stipulation was force Grixis control, whatever that looks like. So in order to fulfill this um, requirement, I think I'll be on the lookout for mana fixing most of all, so I can get all three of those colors in there. Not that hard to do in Vintage Cube, to be honest. There's so much powerful fixing. Every fetch land, every dual land, every shock land. The Verges are in there. The fast lands from Scars of Mirrodin and Kaladesh are in there. So we shouldn't have too much trouble with the fixing. I think the Surveil lands, yeah, the Surveil lands are also in there now. So it shouldn't be that difficult. I've also been beaten a fair amount in this version of the Vintage Cube by people just drafting counter spells, which might be just how I like to play. I like to jam ridiculous combos when I play Vintage Cube. But it's also making me think it might be a pretty solid strategy. So we'll give it a shot. Off the bat, I would love to take Mishra's Workshop, but that's not the rules. Grixis Control. Creature of the Schism is a great mid-range threat if you haven't seen it. 2 and a black for a 2/4 with Death Touch, great stats. And whenever it attacks the player with the most life or tied for the most life, you get a 1/1 with lifelink. And then if you attack while you have the most life, you draw a card and lose 1 life. So if this creature attacks while both players are at 20, the game just started, get this off a Dark Ritual, you get a 1/1 and you draw a card. So that's crazy. I could also take 12 Cause of Doom because that is good fixing. Also, Pyroglyph is a very solid mid-range threat. Enduring Curiosity is a good, pretty solid control card. Has Flash, which I always like. Flash creatures are busted. We don't need Fire Blast, obviously. I'm going to take Preacher of the Schism. Moving on, I see Kolaghan's Command. That will probably wheel, so I think we don't have to take that right away. Gush is an all-star. We're sure to be drafting some islands at some point. Fairy Mastermind if we just want to keep filling the like mid-range threat part of the equation, which is always important when you're playing Grixis Control. You want value creatures. And yeah, creatures with Flash in general are quite powerful. I'm pretty drawn to Fairy Mastermind here. And we'll probably wheel Kolaghan's Command. Not too much here. There's Brain Surge. Coalition Relic can be really nice for the fixing. Spell Pierce. Not horrible. Brain Surge. Concealing Curtains. But what's the most Grixis control card out of these 4? Probably Spell Pierce. Time Spiral is interesting, but it's probably not what we want. Chain Lightning, can get a Lightning Bolt in the mix. There's also Torch, which is a phenomenal mid-range threat. It's also a very controlling card because it can deal 4 to a creature. Cut Down, we'll probably wheel. Tar Pit might even wheel, get our fixing in there. But yeah, let's just cement this as a Grixis control deck and take Chain Lightning. It's real now. I don't mind Spyglass Siren here. Liliana the Veil's also pretty solid. Arid Mesa. It's not like the fetch land I would choose if I'm playing constructed Grixis control, but for limited Grixis control, it's really not a bad choice. And the fixing will be important. Yeah, let's try and stay away from double pip spells here. And yeah, I'm gonna take Arid Mesa. Even if I can just like find like a Badlands or a Steam Vents or something, that card gets really strong. What do we have here? Fear of Missing Out. It's not really a great control card, so I think I'll just take Lose Focus. There's also Prophecytic Memory. Card is hard to say. But this is not really a good control card. It's like an aggro card. It's a strange one. Tarfire, if that Pyrogoyf wheels, would be pretty good. Sorn of House Markov. Um, I've played this in Legacy Grixis Control before. It's a pretty solid card. I mean, it was part of another stipulation video, is like, just play all the playables in Modern Horizons 3. I think I'll take Shieldred's Edict. It's a card that's, yeah, maybe one of the rules should be if a card shows up that's actually in my Legacy Control deck, I have to take it. Which means I didn't take Kolaghan's Command when I should have, but that's because I know it will wheel. No one's taking Kolaghan's Command out here in pack 1. No one's committing to those two colors like that. Blackcleave Cliffs. That is probably an instant take, right? Yeah. It's gotta be the troll. It wheeled. Hopefully it'll help us fix. And if not, it's a nearly unblockable creature in the super late game. This card really did have unintended consequences for Legacy. Like in a grindy limited environment, I could see this being annoying, but not virtually unblockable for the entire match. Gush. Was this the Kolaghan's Command pack? Did we screw up? I'm taking Gush, but I'm putting it in the sideboard. I'm not going to run it unless we pick up some good islands. Well, even if we just got like one good island, I'd probably throw it in. Damn. I think the Kolaghan's Command did not wheel. That's embarrassing. I'm going to take Recurrent Nightmare. If we can like play fair Recurring Nightmare, that'd be pretty interesting. We already passed the Archon though, unfortunately. So we won't get to use it for Archon. Maybe Grizzlebrand? Let's take Gut Down. Should be pretty solid removal. Damn, I can't believe Kolaghan's Command did not wheel. It's like the first time that's ever happened, I think. Unless it's actually good in this cube and I'm crazy. Creator Maker, Ghost Vacuum. I'm going to take Ghost Vacuum. Hogak in the sideboard. Grixis Graveyard Control would be interesting. And we get the Sauron anyways. Might be hard to gain a little life here. I think we're just taking the One Ring. Prismatic Vista, Ragavan. Nothing really beats the One Ring. Maybe we can wheel Fire and Ice. Is the One Ring actually good enough, though? I mean, yeah, it is. We just don't have any, like, mana acceleration. But that doesn't even frickin' matter when you're drawing so many cards. Give it here. Treachery. Karn. Deep Cavern Bat. Baleful Mastery will wheel. It's gotta be Treachery. Overlord of the Balemerc. There's a good one. Broadside Bombardiers could be a cool angle as well. Yeah, I can't see myself not taking Overlord here. It's just so good. We are a little top heavy though. No, that's not true. But this will definitely be more like a 16 land draft deck, which can really hurt. And if I never get that cool mountain, I'm just gonna not run Arid Mesa. Alright. I think I need Spire Bluff Canal. This is not going to come together without significant fixing. Although Bonecrusher Giant, my first ever published list on MTG Goldfish for GRIXIS Control, had Bonecrusher Giant in it. But I'm definitely taking Spire Bluff Canal. This deck is not going to come together otherwise. Bitter Triumph will probably wheel. Spellseeker's cool. But yeah, we're just taking Raucous Theater. That's what I was talking about. Now that Arid Mesa is not laughable. Baleful Strix, I think I just have to take it. I'd rather take maybe Stock Up. Fury's not bad either, but yeah, come on. I just have to take Baleful Strix. Xander's Lounge. That's not bad. I don't hate Rabble Master either. Just kind of control the board and have a threat that runs away with the game. Bone Shards might wheel, but it's obviously pretty awful for Grixis Control. Grixis Control used to... No, I think it was Delver that ran Grim Lavamancer. Or Modern Jund. So I think this card fits too. But we're definitely taking Xander's Lounge first, and this Arid Mesa just became hella good. So did this Troll of Khazad-dûm. Vampire Hex Mage is quite good. Abomination's interesting. It's not a bad bomb, honestly. Emerge from Artifact is like pretty cool when you have a one ring. Recurring Nightmare might get benched, but might not. We already passed the Chain of Smog, so... Or maybe it was... It might wheel. Yeah, I'll take Sedgemoor Witch. Pretty solid mid-range threat. And if that Chain of Smog wheels, it'd be really nice to have Grixis Control with a combo finish. Seems a lot more reasonable. So yeah, I'm kind of choosing between Fire and Ice. It wouldn't be the worst Coveted Jewel deck either, since our creature count's pretty solid. Infernal Grasp is also along our lines. We already have a pretty good amount of removal, though. I'm going to take Fire Ice. Yeah, I don't remember where that Chain of Smog was. Take Baleful Mastery. Put it in the sideboard. Gotta stay on theme here and all that. Sedgemoor Witch might help us flip Sorin. We're also pretty low on red cards, huh? Might be because other people are drafting red. But thinking about like which red cards we'd want out of this cube, it is kind of just like Fable the Mirrorbreaker, Goblin Rabble Master, stuff like that. I guess I'll take Citadel. I don't think this would be an amazing Citadel deck, but it's kind of crazy that Citadel and Doomsday were in this pack and Citadel made it all the way back around. Makes me wonder what other people are drafting. Blood Tithe Harvester. I don't know. It's not bad. I think I'll take Detective's Phoenix instead, though. It's an interesting card. It has recursion, so that's an important thing for control decks. since you're sacrificing your explosive ability to win for interaction, having cards with recursive abilities is pretty important. I'm pretty sure someone took that Chain of Smog. I feel like I remember seeing it in this pack somewhere. Now it's just gone. Guess I'll put PO in the sideboard. This is not a PO deck by any stretch. I think we can take Gush. We have Xander's Lounge. We'll definitely want some islands. I'll take Doomsday. GRIXIS Doomsday control sounds very difficult to pull off. But I mean, we have the Overlord. If we get Thassa's Oracle or something, it's a pretty solid Doomsday pile, a late game Doomsday pile. We have the Gush too. I don't know. It would be very funny if this donation league that asked me to force Grixis control in the Vintage Cube ended up becoming a Doomsday deck. Okay, we also wield the Lava Man, so that's pretty nice. Not really feeling the Sedgemoor Witch, because I thought for sure Chain of Smog was around here somewhere. Maybe I made that up. That's funny. Eco Baronin. We're passing to Eco Baronin right now. And then after that, in the next pack, Eco Baronin will be passing to me. Must have had some hard picks. Oh, I think I need to take Scalding Tarn. Even though Baragoyf is pretty tempting. Taxian Probe is cool. But yeah, being able to cast the spells is important. So I think I should take Scalding Tarn. We've got threats. Baragoyf, yeah, is probably better than all the others. But you always say, like, oh, we'll get fixing later. What if that never happens? Time Walk? Seems right. I really want that Dark Ritual for the Doomsday. What am I going to wheel? Maybe Urborg, maybe Dauthi Voidwalker. Hopefully Dark Ritual. I mean, that pack must have been insane that Andreas just passed me. Because he just passed me a Time Walk and a Dark Ritual. We've got creatures too, so like Time Walk is extra good. I don't know. How good is Time Walk really though? It's pretty good. I think I can pull the Doomsday back into Grixis control with Doomsday. Wait, not yet. I need Jace or Thassa's Oracle. But seeing as how the Doomsday made it around the table twice, I don't think anyone's picked those yet. Unless they're doing like a crazy breach thing. But yeah, we'll take Time Walk. Of course we will. Mana Drain. Steam Vents. Blood Crypt. Inquisition of Kozilek. Daze. Just so many good cards to pick from. The Steam Vents is incredibly tempting. But I think I should just take Mana Drain. We have stuff to spend mana on. Blue is a little difficult at 2 mana. Like, once you get to the 5 mana spells, having double pips is whatever, and also Overlord is really more like a 1 in a black, if we're being honest. Reanimate. That is a card I play in Grixis control. As of recently, it's been quite effective. Ah, man. I do like Reanimate. It's a very malleable spell, very versatile. Dak Faden also is pretty Grixis control-esque. Emperor of Bones might wheel. Luris might wheel. Luris would be sweet. Luris would be very sweet. Malcolm is not bad. But yeah, I'll take Reanimate. Card's just too good. And I have the Troll. It's a solid, real solid combo. An opening hand of like Cliffs, Troll, Reanimate, Swamp Cycle for Xander's Lounge. We'd be fairly set up after that. Okay, I think I need to take Lightning Bolt. I should probably take Talisman of Dominance, but I think I have to take Lightning Bolt. It's in my deck. It's like my favorite card. It's the reason why I play Grixis Control pretty much. Fourth Aerolingus is perfect for this kind of deck, but we're not 4-color. We're not Jeskai. Can't take fourth Aerolingus. Collective Brutality is not bad either. It's a very good Jund card. But yeah, we're hoping to wheel Talisman of Dominance, and then Tribal Flames is pretty bad. It would be like a Lightning Strike, provided we even have all three of our basic land typing out. So yeah, we're really hoping to wheel Talisman or Collective Brutality here. I think we can do it. What is this card? Evora Insatiable Air. It's a 1/1 with Trample. When it enters and whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you get a blood token. Whenever you discard a card, you put a 1/1 counter on it. That's not bad, but we're not really looking to discard. We have Swamp Cycling, that's a discard. We have clearly discard to hand size. We have our cleanup step. Cryptic Command, oh man, I think I should take that. Or no, there's also Fallen Shinobi. It's really good with Strix, Fairy Mastermind. Could probably use some big splashy cards. You might also wheel those, so like Jace Vryn's Prodigy is probably the most normal pick, I would say. Sunken Ruins, there we go. Where the hell is Thassa's Oracle? Or Jace Wielder of Mysteries? It's so weird. Maybe someone's doing like Underworld Breach instead. Yeah, I should definitely take Sunken Ruins. Knight's Whisper would be the only other one. But I'm pretty sure it should be Sunken Ruins. Kari Zev is like not horrible. But the token leaves at the end of combat, not the end of turn, so it's also not great for other reasons. Grizzlebrand. I think we're taking that. Can pull the Baleful Mastery back in. These other cards are not very inspiring. Cabal Ritual. Yeah, it's a real shame we can't use this Doomsday, I gotta say. It's a real shame. But yeah, I think I'm just taking Grizzlebrand here. Manamorphose is pretty interesting. But yeah, we got Reanimate. No easy way to put Grizzlebrand in the graveyard. But I'm sure we'll figure it out. Baragoi Wield. I think I'll just take that. Next pack would be Dark Ritual. We get a crack at that. There's also Gitaxian Probe, which is not horrible. But yeah, we can't make the Doomsday work. Someone took Oracle, someone took Jace. Not sure why. But it is too bad. Maybe I should try to make this curve like my deck as well. Unearth or Urborg. There's also third pack, Iconoclast, which is not a bad card by any stretch. I think we take Urborg here. Although, I think I'll take Unearth. Very good with Baragoi, Preacher, Sedgemoor Witch, Baleful Strixhaven, Sorin. Seems quite good. Blood Crypt Wield, that's cool. Take that. I really don't think I should play with Faithless Looting here. Even though it would help out with the reanimation side, I think that'll just be a nice bonus. I need to be able to cast these spells. So wait, am I just putting like a bunch of basic islands in? I have a lot of good black and red fixing. Deck Fade and Wield, take that. Galvanic Blast might be better than Tribal Flames here. Just like a shock. And if I have Strix, Vacuum, and the One Ring out, it will be a 1 mana hit for 4. Not so bad. We ended up with a ton of playables, so really gotta do some trimming here. How can I make this the best Grixis control deck? Phoenix, Nightmare. The 2-drops are very on theme. Galvanic Blast. Jace. Probably Gush. Sedgemoor Witch. One more 2-drop out. We need the strong cards. We're not cheating on mana in the slightest, except with Mana Drain. I'm going to put Edict in the sideboard. Predominantly black deck. Seems about right. I don't know if I want any mountains, though. Yeah. Maybe 1 mountain's okay. That leaves me with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 red sources. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 black sources, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blue sources. Yeah. Cut that mountain, add another island here. And this deck might have some mono woes. But we'll go to shot. Alright, here we go, folks. On the play. Gotta throw that one back. That's much better. Keep this and probably bottom one of these removal spells. How about Chain Lightning? Cut down is just a lot more absolute. And between Raucous Theater and Xander's Lounge, I think I'm going to get Raucous Theater here. Mountain Go. Fallen Shinobi. Feels kind of bad to ditch it. But we're just nowhere near it. Blood Crypt, not bad. Why don't we hold up, lose focus? Then maybe they'll extend into an amazing artifact. Ampid Raptor. Yeah, why not just stay up on the tempo here? This thing could generate a lot of value for them. Okay. Let's land the Dak Faden. Target me. Ooh, reanimate Fallen Shinobi? That's not bad. I'm gonna ditch these 2 lands. I just want to stay heavy on action, you know? Don't want to be out of things to do. It appears our opponent's playing mono red. That's a good draw. How am I going to get this Fallen Shinobi through? Unless they discard 2 lands here? Or maybe they'll discard an amazing reanimation target? No. Those are 2 cards we have even. Okay. Start with this. Discard Grizzlebrand and Unearth. Or Swamp. Yeah, probably Swamp. Definitely Swamp. Reanimate Grizzlebrand. Cool. Cool. And then I kind of want Thorn to be a surprise. So let's just pass. Mono red traditionally has trouble with a lifelink and big creatures and stuff like that. Very nice. Mono red. Take the Edict. Might even just take Galvanic Blast here, right? Just keep the board clear and all that. They have Grim Lavamancer and stuff like that. I don't know, it's probably not necessary. Mana Drain feels not super important. Spell Pierce might be even worse, though. Yep. And it's a little sketch, but Baraglyph seems so busted here. Kellen. Overlord's also very busted. I'll play out the Ghost Vacuum, but I'm going to be pretty judicious with it. Because I'd also like Baraglyph to be quite large. Arena of Glory. So, doesn't do much this turn. Unless they flip a free spell, I guess. It's just a mountain. But moving forward, that could be pretty tough to deal with. Alright, there's Baraglyph. So we definitely want to fill the graveyard up. So cast Overlord via Impending. I will say yes, I think. No, 3/4 is pretty important here. I'm gonna say no. Maybe that's weird. But we literally saw Chain Lightning last game. What did they get this time? Just another mountain. But they already played their land, so either they were like holding up a 3-mana play, or I don't know. Okay, so yeah, there's a Chain Lightning. I knew it. I knew it. Fire Ice. Well, I don't have red mana, so that doesn't even matter. Just play Baraglyph. A 3/2 with double strike. So they'll beat each other in combat. Then I can reanimate, I guess. I wouldn't mind if they spent their turn doing that. Burst lightning me. Oh yeah, they're trying to burn me out. I need this lifelink. Yep. Molten Collapse. Oh no. Uh. 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 Oh no. Mountain. And Ampid Raptor. Okay, I'm glad they're not getting that. Oh. Or sorry, that's not Molten Collapse. That's Mind Collapse. It might as well have been Molten Collapse. Unearth. That's really good. Oh, that's really good. And I have Loose Focus. Might not help with much, but I mean, I hope it does. God, 5 turns is so long. This card is powerful, but I don't think it's powerful when you're not cheating it with like a blink effect or a reanimation spell. Sun-Baked Canyon. Flame Slash. Okay, so that means they can beat it with double strike and not have to give me any lifelink. Oh man. Yeah. I could get them tapped kind of low with lose focus. I don't think it's going to do much otherwise. Why don't I just tap Kellen? That might effectively counter this Flame Slash if they don't follow it up with another burn spell. Okay. I can live with that. I can live with that. Grizzlebrand. Cast Strix. Cut down. That'll do. I'm at a very reasonable 5 life. They'll draw. Mountain. They could give something haste, and if it had trample, or like if it was like Glorybringer, I think that card already has haste. Yeah, if they had like a big red style finisher, like Glorybringer, could be in some trouble. Goblin Rabblemaster, that's so good. Do I block is the question? I think probably. Then if I reanimate Baragoyf, these goblins are just forced to attack, but I'll turn on any potential burn spells they might have. I mean, if they're super expensive burn spells, I will have lose focus for that. And now I have a 5/5 as well. So we'll see. Kind of all comes down to this. I can't attack with Overlord all that much either. These decks, 40 card decks, they don't have a lot of cards in them. And I have no plan for decking. Layla. 1 card left. If it's Lightning Bolt, this card does need to attack for anything to happen, so it does feel like bait. Interesting. Yeah, they're really good at impulse drawing mountains, that's for sure. Much to their chagrin, I'm sure. Alright, we got there. This Ghost Vacuum probably would have been better in the graveyard. All the same. It's nice to have that thing to fall back on. Like if they had Season Pyromancer, that would have been a nice thing to snipe before they get those elemental tokens. Alright, so far so good. On the draw in this round, I think it's a keep for sure. We'll just have to see if we can survive long enough to leverage these cards. I think, hopefully. Planes go. Alright. Treachery is pretty good against planes. I'm gonna make sure that I can cast any red spells I can cast, or any red spells I draw by getting that tap land out of the way. White and blue. Glimmerlens, okay. That's pretty good. Fairy Mastermind. The Glimmerlens triggers. Mastermind will trigger. Sure. Stoneforge Mystic. I'll counter it. Manifold Key. Well, that's interesting. The One Ring. I'm going to cast Preacher. It's a really powerful card. Completely walls off their Rebel token. Sure. Seems like a rough use of the turn. And if that's kind of what they're locked into, I think I'll just attack here. I'll get my 1/1. I could have fallen Shinobi'd, but you know what I'd rather do? Play the One Ring. Oh my god. Troll of Khazad-dûm. Now I just need to wait for them to cast something I want, and then I'll cast Treachery. That can be a real bitch sometimes. Sunfall. Oh god. You know what? I think we'll be okay. Just gotta be a little careful. Draw 2. Got our lands set up, that's for sure. Can't cut down that incubated token, unfortunately. I'm just gonna pass the turn. Cast Fairy. I'll go to 13. Unearth could be nice. Still in the mood to just get a lot of land drops here. Let's go ahead and ninjutsu. That sounds good. Are we going to damage? The Wandering Emperor? Damn. That's not good. Got too used to Kaito. Now I'm wondering if I'm going to be able to close this game in time. I think the answer must be just drawing more cards, right? There's Grizzlebrand. That'll hopefully work. But I'm pretty close to hard casting. I'll need to try and take out the Wandering Emperor. So I think Lavamancer's too slow. I'll drop this land. And yeah. Yep. Sure. Should probably treachery that thing. My left hole is getting very low. Cast this. Go to 6. There's reanimate. Can't really use that. Hold on. Try and bait out some interaction here. Nothing. One of these lands tapped for more mana. Can do a trick with treachery. As it stands, I don't think I can outrun this ring. How do I do this? Time walk? That doesn't help. That just makes me lose sooner. I can't gain life, can I? How do I get Grizzlebrand in this turn? It's impossible. How do I get rid of this ring? It's impossible. Might have played poorly. If you can imagine that. Oh, man. I guess I'll time walk anyways. Dak Faden. Can I give them an artifact? Do that. Treachery this. Cast Troll of Khazad-dûm, I guess. And then try and send lethal next turn. Or I guess I could just time walk and not give them another draw, but I don't know. Doesn't feel like I'm getting out of this one. Try unearthing. Try and squeeze a little more damage out of this. Probably should have played the troll a long time ago. Is there any way I can get Grizzlebrand to fight? Am I forgetting anything? Is it anything giving haste? Soren can gain life. Baraglyph can gain life. I did not find either of those. I could hit both of my burn spells, I guess. Yeah, we'll just like shoot for lethal, but it doesn't seem incredibly likely. I didn't even do the math on this. 6, 8, 11, yeah, it's not even close. But I mean, you gotta do it. Can't add to the board. I mean, I can play Ghost Vacuum, I guess, but ouch. Raucous Theater, not great. Overlord, Chain Lightning, Fire. Just not seeing it. Didn't get enough damage in. Very effectively, they have been able to stop themselves from taking damage. I guess I could try to spike a bunch of burn on my upkeep. I don't think that'll really work, but can try. Swing. Chain Lightning. And gotta cast Fire as well. So yeah, even between... So Lavamancer, that'd be good for 4, down to 6. They'd be at 1. So maybe if they get careless and like crack a fetch or something, I don't know. Might work out. Maybe. They have to get pretty careless. No, I'm just gonna pass. Alright, fine. Here we go. Am I forgetting about anything? No, I didn't even hit the lightning bolt. Okay. I apologize if I had missed something, but I think I was just too careless. I think I'll just run it back. Can't give someone the option to like draw a million cards and expect them not to do it. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. Play this. Unearth and Strix. This is a great Grixis control hand, as long as Chain Lightning is a suitable removal spell. Which it is. Island Go. Thinking about the counter spells, it could be Stern Scolding, it could be Spell Pierce. Overlord dodges both, so let's do that. Might even hit an unearthed target for me. We totally miss. Just getting this counting down, though, is pretty threatening. They're still representing their interaction. I guess that means Flash and Fairy Mastermind. Doesn't draw me towards my next land, but it might. Forensic Gadgeteer. Yep, it's a good card. Chromox, sure. Are they going to imprint something? Cryptic Command. And then they're not going to do anything? Maybe I should have cast Fairy Mastermind before? I gotta spend my mana. Almost cast Fairy Mastermind, whatever. Yeah. Yeah, that works. Should I save the cut down? Don't want them getting more value, so And I have nothing to unearth either. It's a bit of a bummer. I think I should Chain Lightning. And then I can hold up Cut Down. Hit for 2. Overlord's almost there. Somehow. My big Grizzlebrand hammer is not going to do much in the face of Caracas, though, I will say. Golos. Quite powerful. I think they might have a hard time with the super powerful activated ability, though. Hopefully. Ghost Vacuum. Let's cast Strix. I do want to hit my land. Nice. Let's keep working away here. I guess I'll hold up Fire. I don't really actually know what I'm doing with Ghost Vacuum in this deck. I can make a 1/1 Grizzlebrand that can draw 7 when you pay 7, but I don't know. If I had more blue mana, icing Mishra's Factory would be pretty cool. Yeah, because they're about to do something messed up, I think. Oh, is this Kappa Cannoneer? That would be a difficult race. Bet Baragwayf could do it. And I bet Overlord could find Baragwayf. They're also playing Sunfall, so like it wouldn't be crazy to see this board wiped away magically. Island. Can't quite pay for the ward here. Because tapping down Kappa Cannoneer is also a really nice way to screw up a race. Probably let's hold up this Mastermind ability. Fallen Shinobi probably would have been quite the hammer there. I'm certain they have another artifact, right? Relic of Sauron. Man, that's a good one. I'm glad I'm not annihilating my own life total this time. They have so much mana. It's a big hit. It's a real big hit. Skyclave Apparition. Okay. Target. Baleful Strix. Yeah. I think Fire Ice is going to be pretty crucial to this race. I just don't know in what capacity. We'll do this first before I give them a free card. Do that. Dak Faden. Now that is something that might bother them quite a bit. Ooh, Fallen Shinobi. I wish I had more mana. Am I going to be able to survive a Kappa Cannoneer hit? See what they do about this attack. Yes. And probably just Baragwayf, right? I feel like the safest thing to do would be to tap Kappa Cannoneer. Although, it also seems kind of ridiculous thinking about them unloading all those artifacts, you know? They'll probably block and then bounce with Caracas. So that's one artifact. I'm starting to wonder. Maybe it's not so smart. What if I hit Sunfall? That'd be pretty sick. I also screwed up. I should have left Baragwayf in the graveyard. I could have unearthed it. Things are not going well. Yep. Alright, how about some good stuff? Glimmer Lens, Nettle Cyst. Well, I mean, they're artifacts. I'll take them. Can they even cast Golos if I tap the workshop? Yeah, they have so much mana. God. Can't be blocked. That's some messed up text. I think it gives me my best shot, though. Although I'll lose a life, so they'll only need 2 more artifacts after that. God, so risky. Feels almost like neutral. I think I ought to do it, though. Ice that. And now it is in the hands of someone else. Okay. Pretty concerning. Now they can't cast Golos, though. But if they can unload 3 artifacts, that will do it. And the Baragoyf thing wouldn't have mattered, so that makes me feel a little better. Man, it looks like we were able to scrape by. Not perfect play from me, but can you really blame me? This is tough stuff. And if we're going to be raising that hard, I wonder if I want Detective's Phoenix. I'm starting to think this could be really good, actually, with how much stuff ends up in my graveyard the more I play these games. Lavamancer might be a little too slow, too small ball. I think Ghost Vacuum has been the worst by far, though. I always seem to have stuff to spend my mana on. When I saw that Stoneforge in the sideboard, I was like, oh shit. Did I accidentally steal one of my opponent's cards? No, it was like a last pick. Haven't gotten to Mana Drain yet. Mana Drain Kappa Cannoneer sounds great. This hand has my colors. Yeah, I think it's fine. Island go. Yeah, let's surveil. I think that's more important than establishing Grim Lavamancer on turn 1. It's not going to do a whole lot yet. Stoneforge Mystic, that's pretty good. Maybe I was entirely wrong. Being able to Lavamancer that would have been kind of good, actually. Wow. I screwed up. Again. Can you imagine? Although, in Vintage Cube, that doesn't mean, like, for certain they have Kaldra or whatever, but they do have the Aether Spark. That card's pretty good. Raucous Theater, Sorin. Put that in the graveyard. If I top deck like Unearth or something, which I do, that's funny. Yeah, it's really not that bad, huh? If I also want to play Lavamancer, I'll have to shock in this Blood Crypt, which is not so bad. This sequencing was far from perfect. Can't pay for Extort. Maybe next turn. There's the Aether Spark. Nice. That's pretty good. I could take out Stoneforge. Probably worth doing. No Extort. And I messed up again. I could have made a land drop. Really screwing this whole thing up. I am so sorry. We'll attack the Aether Spark. Try and keep that under control. Forensic Gadgeteer. It's another kind of hard card to beat, I'd say. Mana Drain. Wish I had double blue. Wish I was casting the One Ring right now. Is it worth not casting Detective's Phoenix? to get Mana Drain and possibly Treachery online? Probably. Probably is. Pretty free to attack. I don't think they'll -5. Well, they might attack though. But it had 4 power at that point. Yeah, I can't really block. Sure. Can't really block. Neither do they. Not feeling too confident about this one. Overflowing Chalice, that's very good. They could even get Kappa Cannoneer around my Mana Drain right now. You know, Attack Fade would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Can also deny them. Yeah, I think I'm gonna play some weird game here. Playing some weird game right now. You did not deal any damage. No more loyalty. Wonder if they'll still minus. No, of course not. That'd be silly. Alright. Treachery. What is going on? Counterspell? Ah, fuck me. That's so bad. God. God damn it. I didn't really think they were playing counterspells, to be honest. Wandering Emperor is good. Good card. Yep. Here comes the Aether Spark with the refuel. Can really use Dak Faden about now. Talisman. Hope it was at least obvious that I couldn't just sit back, though. They have some really powerful engines. Spell Pierce. They have 2 mana up. That's infuriating. The One Ring. Okay, it worked. Activate. Fallen Shinobi. Don't really have the mana to detect his Phoenix and Ninjutsu. That's a 7 mana line. Tough. They're hitting a lot of lands. This seems like Kappa Cannoneer. They're really sneaking it through. Really getting these by. Yep. Ghost Vacuum. That one doesn't seem like a huge deal. But I can't Spell Pierce it. I would. But I can't. Manifold Key. That one I can Spell Pierce. So I guess I will. God, Mana Drain would have been so nice there. Instead I'm just facing lethal. Draw 2. Chain Lightning. Cut down has no targets. Alright. This is what I got. And maybe a lot of mana. Thanks to Cut Down. I mean, not Cut Down. They're making it hard to escape or collect evidence, I will say. But they didn't go after Treachery. They hit Lavamancer. So that's not nothing. Certainly don't want to Mana Drain that. But with each artifact giving Kappa Cannoneer 2 counters because of Forensic Gadgeteer, we're in really bad shape. So maybe if I... Oh, I'm just done. Yeah, damn. Brainstorm. Yeah, I can't gain life at instant speed, so shoot. Yeah, I think I played that quite poorly. I think I'm far less prepared. Oh, you know what? I should have chained Lightning the Wandering Emperor as well. That was a complete spew. Yeah, damn. I might need to do another take of this video. It's so embarrassing. We got one more match. One more round here. Yeah, I think I really navigated that last game awful. I'm determined to cast Mana Drain, though. Very determined. So that would mean... It would mean I can't really. Troll would have to be the second blue source. So, yeah. Mana Drain on turn 3. Or we could not worry about it as much and just cast Baleful Strix like we should. Flooded Strand got Xander's Lounge, and now they're passing. Huh. It's interesting. I'll get Xander's Lounge as well. Grim Lavamancer. Sure. That's probably fine. With this fetch land, if Lavamancer can control the board, and I can hold up Mana Drain, that seems pretty powerful. Chromox. Okay, something happening. I got every color except green now. Trinket Mage? Sure. So yeah, we will try and control the board here. Just take that thing out. Mox Sapphire. So if I just shock Trinket Mage, do you think like a slightly power crept Grim Lavamancer that would Lightning Bolt, would that be busted? Reanimate. I probably should just reanimate Troll, right? It's intensely powerful. And this Trinket Mage is like not doing anything really. Okay, that just resolved faster than you could imagine. Alright, I'm ready to Mana Drain something. I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna top deck Grizzlebrand. Shocking this Blood Crypt. Hardcast a Grizzlebrand. Gonna Mana Drain a 4-drop. Or maybe even a 5-drop. Oh, a 4-drop. Thundering Falls. Talisman hits the bin. Yes, yes, yes. Flage! It's good enough for me. Nice. Unholy Heat. Yep. Start the clock. Time Walk? Oh my god. That is so good. That is so good. Bam. God damn it, man. That just feels so powerful. And I guess I'll cycle Unearth. Feels kind of wrong, but it also feels wrong wasting this mana. So let's cast Strix. Whoops. Yeah. Ghost Vacuum. Sure. That's also very good. Take your Flage. And that's good enough for them. Well, that worked out. Time Walk would have been sweet last round. Except when it wasn't in game 1 of the last round. Okay. Oh, I should have put this in my main deck from last round. Although I want to keep the Ghost Vacuum because of Flage. So is Detective's Phoenix really better than any of these other cards? Probably Spell Pierce. I need to see something pretty specific to bring in Spell Pierce. Like, I'm not going to Spell Pierce Talisman or Mox Sapphire. I'm just not. Yeah. Any land gets me Baraglyph, supercharged by Overlord. If Overlord hits Troll of Khazad-dûm, that's color fixing. They have a Tamiyo, that's pretty good. Color fixing. Double color fixing. We'll have to see who has a better engine here. It's definitely Tamiyo. Tamiyo is a world-class engine. but we'll see. So they get a clue. They have a Rogren Triome. I'm gonna get Blood Crypt first. The One Ring. Play Overlord. Get Troll. Send it back. Talisman resolves. Robber of the Rich. That one's good. I mean, hopefully Bearwolf can just sit in the way of that. And I hope they don't get anything too good. Fairy Mastermind, that's pretty good. It's also a rogue. So if they attack with Fairy Mastermind, they'll be able to use those cards still. It's kind of rough. Is it target player or no defending player? So that will work through the ring. Ooh, nice. Need that blue mana online though. I'm just gonna sit this Baragorf and play. Hope it is good enough. Maybe I should have just used Troll to get a land drop there, but I'm kind of hoping it will turn on blue for me. Talisman of Curiosity. Drawing a card. Drawing another card. They're flipping Tameo. I feel like they probably could have gotten another clue out of that, but I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. I think it's to the extent that, like, I'm probably not... If Baragorf connects, I'm not going to mill because I feel like I just won't have a deck pretty soon between the One Ring and Overlord, and Overlord is not a May. Sorin, okay. Here's the deal. Swamp Cycle, Xander's Lounge. Play it. Fire, fire. Fire. Still just a 4/5. Yeah, we'll attack Tameo. I'm not in any, like, true hurry to end this game. I mean, I don't want to run out of cards or anything, but I feel like if Overlord is getting triggers, the game will probably end pretty soon. Palantir. Oh boy. Yeah, we'll be giving them cards. Palantir is famous in Vintage Cube for hitting people for 15. Well, the first time I feel like it's fine. First time they can draw. Or mill, I mean. And yeah, I just got Dome for 4. That's an Urza. And they'll scoop it up. Alright. Not too much resistance that time, but that second match was tough. And I definitely did not play very well. And I lost because of it. But I think this was a really fun exercise. I feel like I should do it again. I feel like I did not display very good playing in the second round. And I want people to feel like, you know, they got their money's worth and all that for the donation leagues. But all the same, thank you so much for sending me this idea. I think it's really fun and interesting. And yeah, go play the Vintage Cube if it's even still up. By the time this video comes out, the donation queue is pretty backed up. And yeah, have a great day. Check out the Patreon if you'd like to support me. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next time.